When I started my own personal health journey, one of the very first questions I asked was, when can I have a cheat day? You know what I mean about cheat days, right? It's the day where you take one day a week and you say, all right, screw all this healthy eating stuff. I'm going to have waffles and pizza and spaghetti and lasagna and cake and ice cream and cookies and beer. And I did this probably for about 3 weeks straight, and there's about 3 things that I learned from cheat days. So one of the very first things I learned about cheat days is that the buildup was always better than the payoff. In other words, the anticipation of cheat day was always better than the experience of cheat day. So I might take a couple bites of key lime pie, and I'm gonna admit it, they were succulent, but the thought of key lime pie all week was so much better than the actual 3rd or 4th bite of key lime pie. I mean, after that, I was just kind of stuffing my face with calories. And if you think about it this way, if I'm focused and fixated on food for 6 of the 7 days, I mean, what does that tell you about this healthy eating plan that I'm on? So that didn't really work too well. I think the second thing I learned is that it took a physical toll on me. Now, not in the way you might think. I started this whole health journey thing with the goal of losing a bunch of body fat. And the crazy thing was, after a big cheat day like this, I didn't gain any weight. And so that was the good news. But the bad news is that I felt horrible. I felt physically lethargic. I'd eat a big plate of spaghetti, and 20 minutes later, I'm feeling the insulin spike in my blood. I feel like I need to take a nap. And even though I didn't gain any weight, I didn't have more joy, I didn't have more energy, and it took a physical toll. And the third thing that I learned about cheat days is that it took a mental toll on me. I felt so guilty for indulging in all these foods. Now, you should never feel guilty, so that was totally wrong to feel that way, but I felt that way nonetheless. And I definitely didn't feel better about myself, and I think it was like I had this conversation with myself like, Chris, you loser, you've been doing such great work in the gym for 6 out of 7 days, you've been doing great work in the kitchen 6 out of 7 days, why would you go and just like mess all that up with one day of indulgences that aren't really paying off for you anyway? So while I don't do cheat days anymore, I still might have like a cheat meal or a cheat snack, but even that's changed a little bit. So instead of eating just 40 Chips Ahoy cookies, maybe I'll have a strawberry coconut cream shake that, oh my gosh, it tastes so much better, and every sip is delicious, and I know that with every sip I'm nourishing my cells, and I don't have any of the ill-fated consequences from that. So if cheat days help you with your physical goals on your health journey, I mean, don't let me stop you. I mean, you just go ahead and live long and prosper. But for me personally, cheat days they just don't make any intuitive sense to me anymore. I now look at treat yourself days as cheat yourself days, and so I'm the only one who's getting cheated, so no mas for me.